I would love to be able to work for the shipping lines here in the Port of Long Beach or Port of LA. I grew up in this area and I would love to be able to contribute to my economy.
Meet Alejandra Lopez. She, like many others, wants to live the California dream, having a good paying job with many opportunities for advancement. She quit her most recent job as a freight broker to go back to school at Long Beach City College in order to train for a better and more fulfilling career.
I went back to do the CLA and CLT training because that gives me a refresher of what I learned and also helps me see a different aspect with like entry job positions that can help me get back my foot in the door to be able to move up.
Her story is not unique. In fact, many Californians are enrolling into community colleges in order to learn a different set of skills in order to find a job now. There are 112 community colleges in 72 districts in the state. Now more than ever, community colleges are playing key roles in helping close the skills gap. The staff at Long Beach City College is fully aware of their vital role in the state's economy.
From the perspective of a student coming in or somebody who's in the workforce that's lost a job, I mean, if we aren't putting the right kinds of programs out there with the right kind of content, profiling the skill sets that are needed, then they're not going to get the job ultimately.
So Long Beach City College has constant conversations with various groups, organizations, and businesses about their needs to find qualified employees.
Whether they're industry trade associations, whether they're primary players in that particular industry sector, the subsector providers and employers in those industry sectors, we engage with them. We also engage on a public sector side from the city, because the city ends up being a very important player in helping us to be able to piece together an economic development strategy from the programs that we work with. We work very closely with the port.
LBCC recently partnered up with the Harbor Trucking Association to help train drivers to haul containers to and from the Long Beach port, which alongside Los Angeles port account for about 40% of all goods that come through the U.S.
We have been looking for drivers, trying to hire more drivers to do the port business for the last 2 to 3 years. We've had an average of 10 slots open, 10 jobs open, all through that period, jobs that will make about $50,000 a year. They worked with us to get a grant to create a new truck drivers training school, and we're in the midst of designing that right now. This is such a great example of LBCC working with the industry groups in the city to help build and help the economy of the city. It's very exciting.
Long Beach Community College is hyper-focused. Instead of having a long list of technical career programs, the college strategically focuses on 5 industries important to its region: international trade and transportation, alternative fuels and green technology, healthcare, business development, and manufacturing technology.
Companies no longer have the fortune of being able to have one person doing A, one person doing B, one person doing C, and that in order for our students to really be competitive in the workforce today, that they really need to have a complementary range of skill sets. The programs have evolved and infused technology, so many of our labs have been entirely upgraded or redesigned based on how industry has changed.
Reassessing programs to ensure the college stays relevant, it's what will help us close in on the skills gap in California.
Make sure that at the end of the day we're adding some value to our local economy, and ultimately that adds value to our state economy.
For California Forward, I'm Cheryl Getuiza.